So the past week has been extremely heavy to say the least. And I really haven't known exactly what to say, so I haven't said anything. And that's a problem. My name is Eric Wayne Wade. I meet with men just like you every week to break the silence, unmask, and embrace vulnerability to rise into the men we were created to be. So you might have noticed I haven't done daily posts in the last week. And you might be wondering why, maybe not wondering why, but it's because I haven't known exactly what to say. When you look at the events that's taken place in the past week or so, they're heavy. And beyond just the events themselves, looking at people having such strong emotions and opinions, and there's been a lot of just back and forth. I don't have to tell you that. And it's been heavy for me, and I'm going to be completely honest. I've kind of hid from a lot of it. I haven't wanted to really say anything about how I'm feeling or how I'm thinking. And so I've done a lot of hiding in sports. There was a big boxing fight match this weekend that I was looking forward to for a long time, and I dove into all of the hype leading up to the fight and watched the fight. Had some football games that I was looking forward to this weekend that I watched, and I numbed out from everything that was going on. I haven't been as disciplined in the past week with my meditations, my breath work, my time with just me and my spiritual practices, and that's not good. That's not what has transformed me. Was avoiding difficult situations or topics. What's transformed me and helped change um, my previous behaviors has been addressing the hard things, facing the hard things. I had a dream. I guess it was Sunday night. I had a dream, and very random. I didn't really think too much of it when I woke up, but here's the dream. I'm in a gym and I'm going from station to station. I'm working out as everyone else is in the dream. Pretty normal. Seems pretty very usual until Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish is in the gym, and he's walking around trying to find a place to sit at each station, but he's not working out. He's trying to sing, and he's trying to get everyone's attention. Now you might think, oh man, this is really cool. But here's the thing: Darius Rucker was not in a good way. Okay, he was sloppy drunk. He did not smell good at all, and you couldn't feel anything but maybe pity and just very discouraging to see him that way. We're not used to seeing Hootie this way, right? I mean, this is a guy that's sang some great songs that a lot of us love and enjoy, give us a positive vibe. So we're not used to seeing this from old Hootie. So I wake up. I really don't think too much about this dream. Now, I don't know about you, but in my feeds and my reels and all the stuff that comes to me in my algorithms, I can't recall one time that I've seen anything about Darius Rucker. But one of the first reels that I seen when I was scrolling on Monday was Darius Rucker in front of an audience, in front of his crowd at his concert, and he was explaining that he couldn't sing, that he had some vocal problems, he had lost his voice, and he was apologizing to everyone, saying, listen, I'll refund you your tickets, we'll make it right, we'll figure it out, but I'm so sorry, I'm not going to be able to perform. And he walked off stage. Now, the dream in itself, not a big deal. The event of him not being able to sing at his concert, not a big deal. But the synchronicity of the fact that I had a dream about Darius Rucker, which is completely odd and random, and then seeing one of the first reels the very next day of Darius Rucker, which is completely odd and random, I couldn't ignore that. So I started to really focus. Okay, what does this mean? It's not about Darius Rucker. Okay, I'm pretty positive none of you are going to go to your local gym and see Darius Rucker in a bad way trying to sing to you. I don't think that's going to happen. But after some thought and reflection, here's what I've come up with. A man's gift is sacred. And if he tries to numb it out, if he doesn't take care of it, if he doesn't use it, it can get lost. It can keep from landing and having the impact that it's supposed to have, that it was designed to have, that it was put there in the first place to have, if he chooses not to take care of it. If he chooses to maybe not focus on it for a minute. And so what that said to me was, don't be quiet. Don't be silent. Mountain Men is about finding your purpose, finding your voice in the midst of hard times, in the midst of difficult times and challenges. So what does that say when I'm being silent in the midst of trying times? I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to create a space and be a part of a space where, man, this is, or men can say, this has been tough. Let me go see what Mountain Men can help me with right now, because I'm having a hard time finding my voice. I know Mountain Men has something to say. And so I want to, in some way, apologize for being silent. I'm not going to express strong opinions either way on what we've all witnessed in the past week or so. But I want to encourage you to spend time with yourself. Okay? Spend time in your spiritual journey. It looks different for everyone. Sometimes it's just reading. Sometimes it's outward prayer. Sometimes it's meditation, to where you're listening to what you need to hear. Most times that's what it is for me. I'm trying to listen and receive and position my heart, my mind, and my spirit to hear what I need to hear. And I want this to always be a safe space where you can come to be encouraged. You can come knowing that you might not walk away with all the answers that you're looking for, but you can walk away with the peace of mind knowing that, hey, it's okay. Like, it's rough right now. One of my favorite things to do in my meditations is I like to picture myself in a river, like the Spring River in Arkansas, and just laying on my back in the calm portions, just floating and not worrying, just closing my eyes, floating on my back, being carefree as to what rapids I'm going into, what turns, what bends. I'm not worried about any of that. I have complete trust, complete trust that everything's going to work out. I'm not going to panic when I start to hear the waters ahead sound like they're rough. I'm not going to just panic when I hear things around me splash around, thinking, oh, that might be something that is going to harm me. But I've got to stay centered. I got to stay confident. I got to stay calm. And I've got to stay at complete peace, not in the hoping, but in the knowing that everything is going to work out and everything is going to be okay, as long as I can stay who I need to be for myself, for my family, and for those around me. I can't do that when I'm numbing out watching Terrence Crawford win championships or watching football games. I can't do it then. So I've got to be disciplined, dedicated to my spiritual journey every day, and not let what's going on around me cause me to numb out, cause me to be silent. Because that doesn't help me, and it certainly doesn't help anybody else. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm put on this place that we call Earth to experience and take those experiences to help everyone else around me. I can't do that when I stay quiet. I don't know what this does for you. Maybe find some humor, maybe some help. Either way, I just wanted to share with you this week. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope that you're able to silence out a lot of what's going on around and really zoom in on what's going on inside. A lot of us need some rebalancing there. I know that I did. And yeah, if there's anything else that you got questions about, you just want to talk, you just want to get some stuff off your mind, maybe you've been silent and you really need to express some things, reach out. You can email me, mountainmen.life or mountainmenlife@gmail.com. And you can always reach out and get plugged in with Mountain Men, and we will help and be supportive in any way that we can. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.